So hello everybody, welcome back. I wanted to make this video on request of a friend. The question is, what will you recommend that we buy or get like now, and not just things that are normal or for a list or something. And then I actually had to think about it, so I wrote it down. Because, this one I couldn't make by heart, because otherwise I would probably forget something. She asked for 10 things. I got 11. I might do another one. I don't know if I'm going to do another video about this. And anyway, I also wrote a book. It's called 101 Things That You Might Want to Get or Buy for Hard Times. And this list is different. So you want to have 3 types of list of shopping. Actually, you probably want to have 4. But anyway, the first list is obviously things that you might want to store and things that are important to have, and things that are kind of like survival, but not necessarily survival per se, but rather kind of like I need these for a long time, It's like long-term thinking kind of thing, like food, detergents and stuff like that. That one is like, another one list. A second list will be things that you actually need for your survival, like really, like you just probably won't be able to make it without it. Like, things that have to do with fire, things that have to do with water, things that have to do with weather protection, things that have to do with paying your bills, things that have to do with your car and stuff like that. Oh hell, those are like survival. If you don't get those, you're probably going to be screwed. And so, it's important, like security things and stuff like that, And then the third list, it will be kind of like this list, things that have to do with your EDTIS. As in your everyday threats and inconveniences, because survival is not just physical, but it is also mental and spiritual. And if you don't win the battle in your head, it doesn't matter if you have all the food in the world. If you already lost it and you're already insane and you're already killing people because you lost it, or something like that, because you're going ballistic, yelling at people and destroying your relationship with them and stuff like that. And then, you are like, oh my God, what the hell, I can't handle this, and you just want to leave the country or quit or whatever, then you lost the battle in your head. So you need to prepare for EDTIS. EDTIS is the thing that I'm going to be talking to you about right now. So I will base my list upon EDTIS. And the fourth list will be preferences, things that other people might think like, what the hell. For example, for me, it will be books. Because, you can live without books, what the hell? But me, I will be kind of like, what the hell? I just, don't. And there will be people that are like, oh my God, I can't be without my cell phone, or without the Wi-Fi, or without fashionable clothes, or without these. I don't know. Whatever it is for you, that's your preference. So you might want to put that list, into 4 different categories. And after you have set up like 4 categories and things, you can determine how much money you want to spend in each one. Obviously, your biggest chunk should be paying all of your bills, including debts that you have with your friends. Because if you don't pay your friends when you really need them later on, they are not going to be there. So, no, try to repair relationships. Try to be, a person that keeps their word, because keeping your word is something that you can buy, and it will be very, very, very useful later on. And anyway, so before I continue, I wanted to remind you that down below is my email in case that you want to help me out by sending an Amazon gift card, and it's also the gumroad account for my books. I really would like people to read my books and tell me what they think, because, I want to improve them. And I can't improve them if I don't have feedback and stuff like that. So, anyway, so this list is no particular order except for the first 2. The first 2 are like, yeah, if you're going to make this, you need this. So, obviously, the first one is whatever you need and whatever you you love and whatever you think that you want for your EDC. Because here's the deal. Things for the EDC, like small tools for key rings or whatever, yeah, you won't be able to find those later. I'm sorry, but nobody will sell them. And not only that, but they just will be like too expensive. And not only that, but they will break and then you won't find replacements and stuff like that. So your EDC is quite important, because if you're missing something from your EDC, you are always going to feel like something is missing. Like, you know, when you go outside and you're like, I feel like something is missing. And then you're like, oh crap, I forgot my flashlight for my EDC and now I need it. And then you get pissed. Yeah. So get your EDC, check it as, you know, as frequently as you need to, and make sure that it's good quality, and make sure that it can withstand, you know, water problems, you know, because things are going to spill all over it. Safety things, like nobody can open that thing without you noticing. And things that are good for you. For example, if you use computers a lot, you probably want to have pen drives and stuff like that. But if you're a person that likes, you know, writing and ideas and stuff, you might want to have, you know, pen and paper and stuff. I don't know. Depends upon you. So you need a very good EDC. I have several videos on the EDCs, but basically you need something for lighting, you need stuff for drinking, you need something for eating, you need something for doing whatever it is that you do daily with your EDC, you know, because it depends upon what you do. You need something for hygiene in your EDC, and you need something for, you know, first aid kit and stuff like that, and that's kind of like basic, you know. And depending upon the size of your EDC and the colors and stuff, I mean, there are people that are like, you know, they like branded things. There are people that will not like branded things. I don't know. Depends upon you. But the point is that you sit down and you have a serious talk to yourself and you get whatever you want for your EDC, because later you're not going to have it. And not only that, but later you're going to regret it, because you're going to spend money in everything but that, and that is something that you're going to use daily, and you're going to feel miserable, and you're going to be reminded of yourself how scarce things are because you can't afford to buy EDC things. So hell no, EDC goes first. The second thing that I will absolutely say to you that is not going to kill you, oh, by the way, because EDTIS are not going to kill you. EDTIS are things that are going to make you want to kill someone or kill anything, because you're going to be pissed as hell. Because when things don't go like you plan them, and you work hard for them to be, you know, in a certain way or whatever, and they just are destroyed in a second, you are going to lose, you know, part of your mind going to trying to make sense of things that happened. You know, like let's say that you are working in a project for months, and then the project is finally perfect, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm going to get that raise with that project or whatever. And then your boss goes, oh yeah, that project? Yeah, I just, we're changing our mind and we're not doing anything. And then you go kind of like, what? So I worked my ass off trying to get this thing perfect, and now you don't want it? What the hell? And then, you know, kind of like that. You're going to be like, oh my God, you know, like that. So, for this one, you really want to take a look at what do you need daily that you will go ballistic without it. And you're not going to die from not having this thing, but you're going to go ballistic. So, for example, for my mother, that will be coffee. You know, milky, creamy kind of coffee. Me is tea. You know, so on the first 5 items that will disappear off shelves is going to be coffee, sugar, milk. You know, milk in any presentation, as in baby formula, coffee creamer, milk. You know, a long shelf kind of drink, milk, like liquid, dry milk, whatever, you know, kind of like that. And this is going to disappear. So when this happened, my mother was kind of worried. She was very like, oh my God, what the hell am I going to do without my coffee? I had a friend when cigarettes disappear, oh my God, every time that I saw him, I swear to God, if a demon could come out of him, you would probably see him, you know, because he was, oh my God, he was looking like he could kill you by just looking at you. It was insane because he smokes a hell of a lot of cigarettes, but now you couldn't find cigarettes, and it was insane for him. For me, it will be tea. Tea is one of those things that will probably disappear last because most people don't drink tea. But oh hell no, if I don't have tea, I wake up and then I'm kind of like, what the hell do? I can't concentrate, I can't think, and people will be talking to me and I am going to be like, yeah. Kind of like if I was dead or something. Yeah, I'm not going to go ballistic, but I'm going to be like because I can't think and I don't concentrate and I don't know what the hell to do if I don't have something warm in my hands. And God knows that when I don't have money, because tea is one of those things that is not important or whatever, as coffee is or whatever. Oh my God, when I don't have tea and I don't have bubble gums. Oh my God, when I don't have bubble gums, my mom tells me immediately, like, she's looking at me kind of like, oh my God, I need to go and get you bubble gum because you are angry every time that you talk. And then don't look at me like that, young lady, you know, because I don't deserve to be killed by you. You know, I gave birth to you. And then I'm kind of like, Mom, I'm not doing anything. And then she's like, yeah, you should look at yourself in the mirror. You could kill someone right now. And I'm kind of like, oh my, Mom, come on, what the hell? And then she's like, okay, either go downstairs and try to prepare something like a tea or something for you, or let me, you know, wait until we go out to shop again and then I will try to buy you some bubblegum. Because for me, no bubblegum means every time that I want to scream, every time that I want to, you know, I want to do something and it doesn't go like I need it to go, or every time that I'm doing something and I get interrupted, I just, oh my God, if I don't have something in my mouth, I swear I just start swearing. And I would rather have the bubblegum and the bubblegum, you know, swallows my rage kind of thing, because otherwise, you know, I go crazy. So no bubblegum for me. By the way, I haven't eaten bubblegum in some time right now because last bubblegums that I got, my best friend sent them to me and I already went through all of them. And anyway, so I'm going kind of mad a little bit, but not that bad because I have a hell of a lot of tea, because that one my friend did send a hell of a lot of tea. So my mom is preparing the tea, so we have a lot of teas, and hopefully it will last maybe a month and a half from now. So we'll see, we'll manage. But point being that, you know, whatever it is that it works for you, you need it. And you need to spend money on it, and you need to secure maybe 1 to 2 years of that thing. So for coffee, this is very, very tricky, because when you open the coffee, it will go rancid and it will lose the aroma thing and it will go like crazy. Also, people do not know how the hell to make coffee without the coffee maker, and that one is working on electricity. And I already mentioned in other videos that when you have coffee makers and then you are thinking that you're going to wake up and the coffee is going to be made, oh yeah, I'm sorry, last night there was a power outage and the machine reset it, so now you don't have the coffee prepared, so now you have to wait. Just when you're in a hurry and you need to go like now. And also, you know, you might need the coffee maker for the car, and you might need thermoses. And if you don't have thermoses, oh my God, I really want people to understand that you need these thermoses, and you need them to be not glass. Because if they are glass, you're going to spend money on them, and then once they fall or something, they are gone, and then you will go crazy trying to find a spare part that is made out of glass. And not only that, but you will spend money, and then you don't have a thermos, and it's going to be as, you know, oh hell, I can't afford a thermos. I don't have a thermos. I used to have 3 thermos, 2 of them broke, and then I had my daughter's thermos, and I actually had to use that one, and my mother wanted to kill me because we were using my daughter's thermos, which is very small. It can only hold like 1 cup or something like this size, and it is very bad. And by the way, now it smells like coffee, so basically we ruin it for her if she's a tea person like me. So it's insane, the whole thing about the thermos. And you might also, you know, want to get like different kinds of presentations for coffee, meaning that you might want to get the instant coffee, the one that, in case that you are on the run, and then you're like, oh my God, I can't do this without freaking, coffee or something. Then you need the instant presentation thing if you can get it. So I don't know. I mean, you need to know how the hell to save the coffee with oxygen absorbers and stuff like that. For that, I would suggest going through Prepper Princess videos on how to do these, because like I said, I'm not a maniac about coffee, but oh hell, coffee, sugar, milk, oil, those 4 things are going to be universal. And those 4 things are going to be the top trading items that you can possibly think about. So, because everybody will kill for the coffee, like my mother. So, you need that. And everybody will be pissed if they don't get sugar. And sugar is one of those things that people run out of very quickly. Especially if you're making now cakes all the time in your house because you are anxious and you need to eat something sweet. So, you need these items for storage for that. Some people will like to trade cigarettes because of my friend, people like my friend, they will go crazy without the cigarettes. And they will trade anything for cigarettes. Some people will be like that with alcohol. But it will depend upon the person. Most people will not be addicted to cigarettes. Most people will not be addicted to alcohol. And most people will not be addicted to tea, like me, or bubblegum, like me. Most people will be addicted to coffee, especially coffee with coffee creamers, coffee with whatever, coffee with milk. Oh hell, for all I know, people here actually, went to feast and people, they were actually stabbing other people because people were buying the baby formulas for drinking with the freaking coffee. So, no, you really, really want to consider this one, like, in your priority. And in fact, if you live in a place like Canada that doesn't produce any kind of coffee and you're a person that will go ballistic without freaking coffee, then you want to secure at least 3 years. Because after that, you're not getting any coffee, unless the economy kind of stabilizes, and even then you are going to probably not be able to afford coffee or anything like that. So, no, depends upon, like I said, where you are and your status, but if you're a person that really wants this thing, try to secure, like I said, minimum 1 year, maybe 2 years, maybe even more if you can, or if you want to. Consider that for your EDC. Consider that for your bucket bag. Consider that for your car. Consider that for your house and apartment. Consider that for your, office. Because otherwise, you are going to be like, oh my God, I forgot the thing, and then you're in the car and you're stuck, in a traffic lane, and then you're like, oh my God, I need the coffee or I'm going to fall asleep or something. So try to get these things in advance, and try to get the analogical way to make coffee, like the clothing thing, strainer thing. And try learning how the hell to make coffee without the coffee maker, because by the way, you will burn it like me if you don't know how the hell to do it, and especially, if you're like me. So, oh hell no. And whatever, point being that, whatever it is that you need for 1 year or 2 years, just get it and try to store it properly and try to put it everywhere. Now, all the other things I'm going to talk to you right now are not in a particular order. They are just things that are going to be very, very, very important. And anyway, so I'm sorry if this video is kind of long. Other thing, sanitary pads and female products. Oh my God. So this includes, but it's not limited to, softener for your hair, creams for your hair, whatever it is that you need to feel, female or good and stuff like that. And if you can, and if you're not, a person that requires, something branded or whatever, trying to find the plant that has the Native American kind of plant called yucca. Not the cassava thing. I'm talking about yucca. I have no idea what. that plant it grows from all the way from Canada to Argentina in the American continent, and it is the root. You just take the plant out and then you take the root, and the root actually has shampoo on it, and it's one of the best shampoos that you can possibly have. And it's also used for, washing your entire body, and it will give you very, very good, sensation for your hair and stuff like that. So you might want to, buy that, grow that if you can, for your hair and stuff like that, because, shampoo is one of those things that you are not going to be able to afford later. And people will go crazy without shampoo, but they will use soap. So if you're thinking that you're going to trade shampoo, yeah, not so much, because, it will be kind of like between a can opener and a knife. If I'm hungry, do you think I'm going to trade food for a can opener? Oh, hell no, I'm using a knife. So the same thing, if people are hungry and they can't afford shampoo, they would rather use the soap that they have. So, no, you really want to have, sanitary pads that are all kinds. That includes, tampons, cloth ones, maternity ones. That includes the bed sheets that are disposable, so that you can go, in when you are, having your period and stuff. That includes, things that are female related, and soap. Because soap is not going to be in your priority list. And in fact, most people will not even bother buying toothpaste anymore, and they will just use baking soda or certain oils like coconut oil or whatever to brush your teeth, and anything that makes you feel human, but especially female things, because if you have your period and you don't have sanitary pads or stuff like that, basically you are going to have to find a way to wash yourself 8 times a day, daily, for whatever time your period lasts, and that is going to be like insane, and you're going to run out of the toilet paper that you have, or napkins or whatever. And oh my god, people, my friends that have gone through that, they have told me that they have no idea how our ancestors did this without going completely nuts. And they feel uncomfortable, and they don't want to see anyone, and in fact they cancel work, they cancel everything for those days, and it's really, really bad. If you're thinking about trading in these items, the only thing that you might be able to trade and find, because people are going to really, really, really want it, is the fabrics, the softener for your hair, because everybody will use soap, and now your hair is kind of like hard and weird, and you need like a softener or something. So that might be like, and it might be, I'm not saying that it will be a good trading item. You're saying that some people will actually trade food and other things for that, but not everyone. I mean, you have to find someone that is not, very hungry or something, because otherwise they're not going to trade for you. And like I said, some people will find the alternative, which is these plants and stuff like that. But for sanitary pads and stuff like that, it's important for you to understand this. So anyway, about sanitary pads, if they are like tampons and disposable sanitary pads, females will rather have that than food. 9 out of 10 women that have gone through that hell, they have said they will rather, starve than not having the pads. So if you're thinking about trading, this is one of those things, except for the fact that you need to make it like allergy thing, because some women will be allergic to certain kinds of sanitary pads. So if you're not a woman, meaning you are a guy and you have no idea what the hell you're buying and things like that, or what the hell you're talking about, then don't bother. But if you're a woman, you probably know, what I'm talking about, because some females will be like, this one is too thick, this one is too weird, whatever. So you have to find out, what works best for trading and stuff. But basically, oh hell, it's like, yeah, 9 out of 10 women will rather starve. So it's a very hot item to have. Now, next one. Lock-picking tools, lock-picking books, and the lock-picking skill. And this includes, oil for maintaining doors and stuff like that, because here's the deal. Every day you use doors. You just can't get around it. It's like you trying to not have a window. Oh, hell no, you have a hell of a lot of windows everywhere that you go. So you need to know how the hell to get inside your house if you lock yourself out. And by the way, this will happen at least once a year, and it will happen to every single person that I know. It's nearly impossible to find someone that hasn't gone through this kind of problem. So you need lock-picking tools, and you need to know how the hell to use them. If you do not know how the hell to use them, at least find a guy that knows how the hell to use it, or knows what the hell they're doing. And by the way, keys will break inside the doorknob a lot. Oh my god, that has happened at least, I don't know, I lost count, more than 10 times. So you need that one. And if you have that particular skill, you can, make a hell of a lot of money, because people will need that. When there is, like I said, for example, a fire or an earthquake or whatever, people will just run outside of their houses without their keys, and then they don't know how the hell to get inside their houses and stuff, so it's bad. People will need to know how the hell to get inside their cars without, breaking the whole thing. So lockpicking is one of those things that is when you need it, you need it. And if you do not have the tools and things, then you might, for example, let's say that your neighbor has 20 minutes now and he's free and he's able to help you out with the freaking door. But if you don't have the tools, then, you lost the opportunity with the neighbor. And the neighbor is going to be busy with their own lives, and now you will have to actually pay someone because you didn't have the tools. So, no, you need lockpicking things, whatever, books, the tools, I don't know, or the oil, whatever, I have my neighbor, I have my mom, and I have the tools, and I do not know how to use them, because I am terrible with that thing, and I tried it, and I actually broke the freaking thing, and I made it even worse. Oh my god, oh crap, you will always have to face a freaking door, and you will always need this freaking thing. And if you're like me, that is very impatient, and is very, like, oh my god, what the hell? And then you're like very strong with your hands, you're going to break the freaking tool. So get good tools that do not break because you are angry and frustrated, and then you handle it the wrong way. Oh, hell no. So don't do that. Try making it, normal. Whatever normal means for you. Other one. So matches, lighters, fuel for the lighters. And this one is big because matches is one of those things that disappear. And once they disappear, people don't know where the hell to buy them. And then when they find them again, they will disappear in one day or maybe two. And because people will buy them, like, let's say that you can buy the thing that has 10 boxes. Oh, hell no, people will buy like 1,000 every time that they can get it. Because they're going to run them like crazy. So you want to have a hell of a lot of matches. Lighters that are reusable, the fuel for them. But here's the deal. You want to try to save the disposable kind of lighters. You might need to save like 5 or 6 once you use them. Do not throw them away. Put them apart because they have the mechanism, and they have something called a stone inside of them or something like that. Because the ones that you have that are reusable, the stone will be broken or something, and then you will actually need to buy it, which is like, you bet it's going to be probably 2 times whatever the hell the lighter new will cost you. But if you can find the disposable ones, maybe you are able to use those parts for those spare parts for the ones that are reusable. So it would all depend upon someone who is crafty and someone who knows what the hell they are doing. Obviously not me. Oh hell no. But my neighbor. Oh my god, my neighbor is like, yeah, he's like the amazing handyman. Yeah, he's kind of like that. Except for electricity. He's very good, but he's not awesome. But all the other things, oh my god, he's awesome. So, you know, he's doing that with my lighter because my lighter broke the stone thing, whatever. Point being that, you know, you might want to have these. Lighters are also very good for bribes and for handing as a present and stuff like that. And it depends upon also the type of lighters. There are lights that are long and there are ones that are shorter, and I don't know, but whatever you do, you know that without these, you're not cooking with propane, you're not cooking, you are not using it for cigarettes, you are not making a campfire and things like that, unless you have like the magnesium bars and stuff. So you might want to consider that as well. You might want to consider, you know, the fire fuel things, you know, whatever it is that it requires, you know, you can't live without fire. You just can't. It's like you use it for cooking, you use it for repairing and sealing ropes, you use it for, you know, sealing things that are made out of plastic. I mean, it's just insane the amount of things that you need these things for. So I will suggest that you get, you know, enough so that you don't have to ask people, hey, will you please lend me your lighter? Because, by the way, when people tell you that, oh, please lend me your lighter, yeah, you're not getting the lighter back. I'm sorry, you just are not. So, no. And anyway, next. You need to know that now you will have trash problems, and when you're having trash problems, the main thing about the trash is that it's going to be eaten by animals. Yeah, that is a very, very hard lesson that most people go through, and when they go through, you know what I mean. Because animals will tear your bag, and then you will have to clean all over again. And not only that, but the bag will be, you know, filled with flies and maggots and a lot of disgusting things. And if the bag had, you know, doggy poop or whatever, it's going to be even worse. And it is very, very, very bad. So, several things that you can do about it. Like number one, it's expensive, but it will be kind of permanent, which is you get a container that you can actually seal. You know, you put the trash in it and you seal it. And that way, you know, animals will not eat it. And at the same time, you know, it will not be thrown, you know, it will not be moved by rain or storm or whatever. But it is expensive. And if you live in an apartment or something like that, you might not be able to do this. So what you need is a very heavy duty kind of trash bags, which is, by the way, something that now 1 in every 10 people has them. The other 9 people, they don't have them. So you will have to make do with whatever you have, which is something that most people regret, because then the trash is like all over their houses in front, and it's very bad, and it attracts even more animals, and your neighbors will know that you're poor, and then your neighbors will also know what the hell you're throwing out. And if you're throwing out papers and stuff that are important, you might have security problems, and oh my god, the trash thing is insane. So no, you want to have very strong kind of bags that are special for that. But not only that, but you need to get Krylene or kerosene or something, mostly Krylene. If you have Krylene, you only need like a cup like this one. Half of these, you know, it will be enough to just, you know, you just tear it there in front of the several trash bags, and the smell will make animals disappear. You will get rid of flies, you will get rid of you know, maggots and stuff, and it's going to be very, very, very effective. And it's one of those things that you can store it properly, and if you buy like maybe 2 gallons will be enough for a very long time. You know, if you live in a house or something. If you live in an apartment, you might need more, because obviously you have like several apartments that are dealing with these. Some people will actually burn the trash, and you know, I don't know, whatever it is that you do with the trash, you need to figure out a way to protect it from animals. Because if you do not find a way to protect it from animals, then the animals will find a way to, you know, do whatever the hell they want with it, and then you are going to regret it very, very bad. Because if it is a fight between you and the animals, oh hell, the animals will win. and you know, there is nothing that you can do about it. So anyway, next, whatever it is that you can have for repairing clothing, shoes, belts, and whatever the hell you're going to be wearing, because you will have no money to buy anything anymore. And I am sorry, but it's just the way it is. You know, when my mother and my father got married, they were very, very poor. And my mom had to repair my father's jeans 20 times before they were thrown out. And like I said, I haven't bought any belt in 16 years because it's too expensive. And I haven't bought any shoes in like, I don't know, forever, because it is too expensive. In fact, most people will pay $5 to a guy to get a tire from a car that is, you know, a tire that has been thrown out because you can't wear it anymore in the car. And then there will be people that will actually take that tire and then they will melt it and then they will make, you know, shoes repairs with that thing. Yeah. The shoes, belts, and the clothing. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're just... When I was little, we didn't have any kind of clothing. We had to survive on, you know, clothing from Goodwills. And it was really bad because my father was not able to make that much money. And my mom was a student, so she didn't make any money at all. So we basically lived out of, you know, people's goodwill. And at this point, I can assure you that not everyone will be goodwilling with the clothing because, you know, it's not happening. And in fact, I have told my best friend that is in the US that there are kids that you will see in the street that are naked, like maybe in underwear or something, because the parents can't afford food. So there's no way in hell that you are going to spend money in clothing when you can't afford food. So, no. And by the way, clothing is not like in the movies that you're going to find it everywhere and stuff like that, and it will match, and it will be branded, and it will be good. Oh, hell no. No, 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 and no. So you need something for repairing your freaking clothing, and that means, you know, sewing kits, the ironing teacher thing that you can just iron and fix it, because, you know, that one, oh my god, that one we have used like 1,000 times over. Clothing is, if you can afford clothing, you're not in hard times. I can tell you that right now. It is just one of those things that it's like whatever. Sorry, off track again. Well, the good news is that now you know me. Anyway, next, silicone pistol and bars, and you know, because you are going to have to deal with a hell of a lot of things that are broken, and anything that is plastic that you might need that kind of special glue and stuff to repair. So, oh hell, the silicone pistol and bars is one of those things that people will actually, you know, they will come to your house and ask, do you have a silicone pistol? Can I borrow that? Can I get it? You know, because now you are doing everything in your own house, and now you're doing everything, you know, in your place and whatever, and it's just insane. So you need that one. The ones that are cold, the ones that are medium, and the ones that are hot. And you need a hell, and I do mean a hell of a lot of bars. This item is one of the items that, oh my god, people will, you know, will want to have like a priority. And if you can get it, you know, you don't even trade those. People would rather, you know, save them for themselves because it's really, really, really freaking bad. Especially if they are colored ones or something, oh my god. And so, you know, just letting you know, that is like very hot, and no, it's not for trading, because you will need it in your own freaking house or car or office or for your EDC or for whatever. Anyway, next, rechargeable light bulbs of course, because, you know, when you're showering and it's 9 p.m., there is nothing better than a blackout, and then you are completely, you know, naked in the dark, and you have no idea what the hell, because you didn't buy the rechargeable light bulbs. So, hell no, rechargeable light bulbs for the kitchen and the bathroom. That is like the bare minimum. You want to get UPS, batteries organizer, battery testers, and stuff like that. This is very important, because if you do not have a battery tester, you might think that the device is damaged. You might need rechargeable batteries. The rechargeable batteries are different than the ones that are not rechargeable, because they have different kind of voltage, and I have said this in the book that I am currently writing about the power outage and stuff, and it is very bad. So no, you need batteries. You need to test them. You need the battery tester. You need the organizer, and you need to have a magnifying glass next to the battery testers, because you need to check the batteries, and you need to check the expiration dates, and you need to check the type and stuff like that. And if you are in the middle of the dark, you are probably going to need that. Anyway, so that is another one. So number 10, it will be drills and the drill bit, and, you know, the tool organizer for small things that have to do with drilling holes in your house. Yeah, I know, it's bad, but you can, this one is one of those things that people will actually, you know, knock on your door and say, do you have a drill? Because you're going to need it frequently, like once a month, maybe twice a month. Hell, for all I know, you might need it, you know, daily. If you're, you know, moving things or installing things in the wall, or painting or whatever, you know, you need this thing. Now, if your neighbor has one, you might be able to ask your neighbor, but the drill bits is something that your neighbor might not have. So the drill bits are different. There are some that are for wood, there are some that are for concrete, and there are some that are for metal. They are different. And so that's why, you know, you might want to have drill bits that are set up, and you need to have like a printed thing that says this one is for wood, this one is for metal, this one is for this one is for that, different sizes and stuff. And I don't know, I mean, for this, you probably want to have a guy or someone that knows what the hell they're doing. And this includes, you know, but it's not limited to a hell of a lot of nails, a hell of a lot of, you know, screws and the little O-rings, and there are made out of rubber, and there are some of them that are made out of metal. And you need a tool organizer, and you need to spend a whole day, you know, just organizing that thing. And this thing is going to be very important, because, you know, in your house, things are, you know, you're going to be needing to hang things, repair things, and stuff like that. And by the way, like I said, nails are not the same. They are like the drill bits. Some of them are for wood, some of them are for concrete. They are not the same. So you need to have them separated by the type, the size, and you might want to have a small ruler painted or done in the toolbox. I have already mentioned this before in other videos, but whatever, point being that, you know, you need that. Even if you are in a car, because you might need to help someone that, you know, like, let's say that you are a guy and you need to go to your sister's house, and your sister doesn't have anything. So, you know, you might want to consider that. If you do not have the skill to do this or whatever, just skip this one. But you have to know that this, if you have a house or an apartment, this one is one of those things that you just probably can't get around it. And last one, I will suggest key organizers that are two types. The types that go into your key ring, which is like, oh my god, like a dream come true for me, for my mother, and for a hell of a lot of people that I know. We have seen how they work. We haven't been able to buy one yet. You know, it's in my list, but it's probably around, I don't know, like 5 or 6 in the priority list. Because this one is important for your EDC and for your peace of mind and everything. And you need the key organizers that are wall mounted, or the ones that are in, like, you enter your house and you find your key always inside a basket that you have in the table, or you find it hanged in the wall or whatever. But the point is that losing your keys, especially in the middle of an emergency, Oh my God, it's one of those things that you're going to regret like crazy. And by the way, keys are missing every single time, especially if you live with somebody else, like kids. They will take your keys for playing, especially if they like the key rings and the accessories that you have. Oh my God, so no. You need a place, and you need it to be away from kids and away from people that might actually, steal them. Because let's say that you have somebody at your house and then they grabbed your key without you noticing or whatever. They can even make a copy without you noticing or whatever. So you need to be very careful about where the hell you put this thing, and you need to protect it. And you need it to be, at hand, but at the same time kind of like not like that. So I don't know, it will depend upon you, and it will depend upon what you want, but the point is that you need a place for your freaking key, because otherwise you're going to go crazy. So that is my list for EDTIS. I have more, obviously, but I will probably have to do another video, and quite frankly, I am behind in all of the videos that I'm doing, including the food thing, all the other things. So if you want to know about the things that I recommend getting, like I said, I have a book about it. It's already in the gumroad page. And I hope this information is useful. So, let me know. So, thank you for watching.